Howdy, this is Team 3, and this is our ISEN 210 business card holder presentation. My name is Reagan Wall.
I'm Jacob Welch.
I'm Trevor McNeely.
And I'm Mary Catherine Daniels.
Awesome. So we're going to get started by sharing a bit about our issue problem opportunity that we were given. So the main issue was that the CEO of a local retail business has directed our team to create a prototype of a custom business card holder. The problem is that the business card holder must be produced very quickly and be able to ship within 3 days of an online order being placed. A 5-year ROI must also be projected along with an after-tax flow analysis. And our team must make the cardholder profitable by identifying a good unit price as well. The CEO additionally gave a 6-month timeline in order to implement the production system, and the plan is supposed to estimate what's required to quote unquote go live during that 6-month period.
So in order to begin the design process for the business card holder, we conducted interviews and created a Kano survey to determine what the customers most valued in a business card holder. And that resulted in us identifying these customer requirements here on the left. So those were fitting a standard business card, that it was stationary on their desk, aesthetically pleasing, could hold greater than 200 cards. You could access the cards by sliding them upwards, that they take up minimal desk space, and that it has a durability of greater than 2 years. So then using those customer requirements that we found, we were able to derive engineering characteristics that was necessary in each design. And as you can see, each engineering characteristic matches the customer requirement on the left. So these characteristics that we found were that the height and the width of the business card holder had to be greater than 3.5 by 2 inches to fit a standard business card, and that we wanted to maximize friction caused by the stoppers on the bottom. We wanted it to be one neutral color so that it looks professional. We wanted it to have a depth of greater than 2.8 inches to hold the 200 cards. We wanted it to have side openings of greater than 1 inch by 1 inch in order to easily access the card. A total surface area of less than 5 square inches. And we wanted to select a material that had a term of use of greater than 2 years.
And so these were our technical objectives, the overall objective being to design a functional, aesthetic pleasing business card holder that would fulfill customer requirements and be efficiently manufactured. We were given about 7 weeks to complete this project, and the progress was going to be measured through the Gantt chart that was created at the beginning of the project. The first objective was to define the opportunity, create functional models based on surveys and consulting with experts, and then develop designs for our customers to provide feedback on. We had about 2 weeks to complete that. We had to have our first designs in by April 1st to show potential customers. The second objective was to further develop the selected design to further fit the customer requirements and requests, and to begin to adapt the design such that it can be manufactured. And we took about 4 weeks to complete that. And then finally, we had to finalize our drawings and designs and the PDS to send off for manufacturing, and that took about 1 week.
So now we're going to start to introduce the various design concept alternatives that we came up with. And each of these was created with the engineering characteristics that we showed 2 slides ago in mind. So with this design, the intent was to keep it sleek, keep it professional, and keep it simple because, as we said, the aesthetics was something that the customers placed a really high value on. It's designed so that the cards can be accessed either by being placed face down or by standing up. So the customer has a choice in the way that they would choose to access the cards. And then as you can see, it does have an element of personalization through being able to put your initials on it. And that's also another way to make it aesthetically pleasing and professional.
This design was sketched using that the customers wanted something professional as well as aesthetic. It has an opportunity for personalization with the nameplate at the front. It's made of wood, which focuses on the requirement of it being durable. And it can hold multiple cards and is small so that it does not take up too much desk space. And again, like concept 1, it can fit the cards laying flat or it can fit the cards standing up. But yes, designed based on the customer requirements and for aesthetics as well.
This design was an in-drone design primarily focused on accessibility. Each four corner has a vertical support that holds the cards in place, but all four sides of the business card holder would be open, creating easy access to the card from any side of the holder. There'd be rubber stoppers on the bottom to make sure that it doesn't slide around. It would need not a lot of material in order to manufacture, and there would be a customizable design that could be engraved on the bottom of the holder.
And then this is the last design. It has a little sleeve in the front so that one card can be displayed outside of the business card holder, while the rest of them are placed inside the holder that in a mechanism that is spring-loaded as to only deliver one card at a time to prevent the customer from grabbing multiple cards when trying to quickly give someone one of their business cards. It also has the rubber stoppers on the bottom as to not let the business card holder slide on their desk. The drawbacks of this design is that it could easily break, and it would require a lot of material to manufacture.
So once we had these alternatives developed, we analyzed them first using the House of Quality. And you can see a little screenshot of part of the House of Quality here on the side. And that helped us use a weighted competitive analysis to determine how well each met our engineering requirements. And as you can see, solution one, depicted in the pink, did the best with that. And then we also used a weighted design matrix, which you can see in our written report. That helped us assign a weight to each concept and allowed us to score them, with concept one scoring the best of a 4.56 out of 5. And so we went ahead and created a prototype of concept one, which you should have with you turned in already, and be able to see how that turned out.
And then this was our implementation plan shown through a Gantt chart. Obviously, it can be seen that many of the activities needed to be completed very early on in the process in order to deliver our first designs to the customers. And then as the process went on, things were able to be relaxed a little bit, and we were able to complete the process over a greater course of time.
This is our cost model projection. On the bottom right, you can see our input data. We included the demand, the growth rate, the variable cost per unit, our fixed cost, and our salvage value. And we set a unit price of $15 for the business card holder. On the left, you can see the income statement, which includes the depreciation based off a 7-year asset and the taxes. On the bottom, you can see the cash flow after tax, which yields a total net present value of around $13,000 and an IRR of 54%. And then at the top, you can see we calculated the net present worth as a function of deviation from the numbers that we estimated in our input data. And you can see that the demand and unit price had the greatest impact on the net present value. And then finally, based on the product design selected, the cost analysis, and the implementation plan, we recommend choosing design concept one because it best fits the customer's needs and wants based on our House of Quality and weighted decision matrix. And it features strong points of accessibility, professional aesthetic, and quality. Based on competing business card holders and our material and manufacturing cost, we recommended pricing each unit at $15. This kind of keeps it at a good value for customers, but also creates a exceptional IRR for us. And it yields a total net present value over 5 years of $13,000. Based on the calculation of the net present value as that function of deviation, we determined that after going forward into the next design phases, there should be a focus on how to reasonably raise the unit price and how to advertise/acquire customers and increase demand so that we can have the greatest positive impact on the net present value after 5 years.
So that will conclude our project. We started off with an issue problem opportunity, and we're then able to use a House of Quality as well as a Kano survey. And additionally, along with that, we used calculations in order to calculate the net present value in order to make our business card holder profitable. But through all of that, we were able to come up with this final recommendations. And we hope you enjoyed our presentation. So thanks for watching.